Hi, mystery writers. Well, it's cold here. I hope you're all staying warm. We have snow and more snow. Um, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about plans for the new year and how you can get yourself set for writing a novel in the new year. And I think it's kind of two um, areas of focus. One is mindset, and the other is action. Um, When you're setting your course for the new year, writing a novel is a lot of work and it requires dedication. Producing scene after scene, that's once you start writing, and that's after, building your characters and planning. It is a big project. Um, so the amount of work involved can catch a new novelist off guard if you're not prepared. And once your novel is finished, there's more work. There's editing and getting a cover designer and publishing and marketing your book. So you're on starting on a long journey. So mindset and action are two keys to beginning your career as a novelist. You will have the motivation for the discipline to tackle the business side of being an author. And you need that motivation because every writer has down moments. It's just part of the process. And they come in a variety of forms. There's self-doubt, am I good enough? There's fear of failure, even if you finish your book, maybe nobody will like it. There's also perfectionism, which holds us back. Uh, Comparing yourself to other writers. Um, and just basic overwhelm. These are some of the things that can knock you sideways. So you want to be prepared for those to happen and know how to deal with them. So a positive attitude with a long-term view about your story and yourself as a writer helps you conquer those negative feelings and those feelings of inadequacy, and helps you get on with the job of being a writer. You're already a professional if you are confident or skilled in the middle of a book. Keep thinking of yourself as a professional. That is one of the keys. That's why I very much dislike the phrase aspiring writer. You're either a writer or you're not a writer. You're either writing or you're not writing. And the more you write, the better you develop your skills and the more you are a professional. So, action creates your writer life. You can make your novel become a success by taking action steps to complete the novel. Uh, that first action is to keep writing until the novel is finished. Um, it it sounds self-evident, but it's true that you need to keep writing until it's finished. So while you're working on your novel is the best time to start creating that professional self that I just mentioned. By the time you finish your novel, people will have a way to connect with you. You can create a website. This is like your store because once your novel is finished and published, it is a product and you want to sell your product. Uh, a website doesn't have to be complicated, it can be quite simple. A page about you and your writing journey, and a page about your novel that you're working on. You also want to create a mailing list, um, and use an email provider to send out your emails so they go out automatically. And it also helps you get in the discipline of writing a newsletter to your readers. It doesn't matter if you only have 3 people on your list. You want to get yourself in the practice of writing that newsletter So send it to the 3 people, and as your list grows, more people are going to be hearing from you. Um, so you want to link your mailing list to a sign up form on your website, and set up a schedule to send your newsletter. Um, it can be once a month. It's just updating people on where you are on your writing journey and perhaps a little bit about your life, because people like to connect with you as a human being. And then also, it's a good idea to create an author page on Facebook. Be specific about your genre so the right readers can find you. I find a lot of new people just say Jim Smith author, um, and that doesn't really tell anyone who's visiting the page enough about the story. So if you are a mystery writer, you want to make it clear that you're writing a mystery. Okay, those are some tips for getting started on the professional side of your life, because taking these first steps to set up what is called your author platform gets you in training to manage that platform once your book is published. And you'll have the start of a mailing list and a way to connect with your fans. Plus, you develop the habit of organizing your writer time between writing and marketing. Um, and getting a tinge of that overwhelmed feeling. And just as you add to your novel by writing regularly, you take steps to create your author platform. You don't do it all in one day. By the time your novel is finished, you'll have the basics of your author platform in place and be comfortable using the parts, like knowing your website and knowing how to use your email service provider. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, yeah, remember perfectionism? Um, you'll find yourself tweaking your website and tweaking your emails and your author page, but all of these actions are ongoing. So the the key is to get started, to get those things in place. And then I want to talk a little bit more about the business of writing. In the year ahead, you'll be working on completing your novel. And once that's done, you have editing and revision tasks, and professional authors get help from editors to create a polished manuscript. And I highly recommend that you do that. A good editor is going to take you way beyond commas and semicolons and really help you take an objective look at your story. When you think of the money you spend getting professional editors and cover designers and formatters or formatting software, and consider that as an investment in your professional writer life. Um, and you want to make sure that you have that mindset that your writer life is a business, and then become a business. Start by creating a doing business as either your author name or the name of your publishing entity. Like if you want to set up yourself as a publishing entity, you pick a name for that. And as your author career grows, you consider other options like a limited liability company or a corporation. But for now, keep it simple. The whole idea for now, as you start, is to start thinking of yourself as a business as well as a writer. Get a business tax identification number. In the United States, that's a TIN, tax identification number. And you get that from the Internal Revenue Service. You just contact them and ask for one and use it for your bank account. And reporting your royalties once you publish. So open a bank account for your business. Eventually, the royalties from your book will go into the account. And for now, you've taken one more step toward becoming a professional writer. And that also doesn't have to be complicated. We live in an age where online access provides services that make opening a business account very simple. You can pay for editing software like Grammarly or Pro Writing Aid, writing software, professional editing, cover design, formatting software, or any other tools of your business. You pay for those out of that business account, okay? So the whole idea is that becoming a novelist is more than writing the story. You have to get geared up for the whole deal. So you start the year with your new novel with the mindset that gets your novel not just done, but gets you on the way to becoming a professional author. Believe in yourself, believe in your story, and you're creating the mindset that gets you through those tough times like the blank page. And your mindset is key to finishing your story and starting the marketing platform that will lead readers to your novel. Because starting your marketing platform is think of it as getting systems in place. Um, Okay, that's it for today. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you next week.